Well, good Monday morning to you. Trucker Todd here, and time for another video. First of all, folks, it's been a while since I did a Monday video, but today's a special Monday. It's Memorial Day. Hey, I get it, we're all busy. But take a few minutes to think about those that have given their life over the decades, and at this point, centuries, making sure that we have the freedoms that we have today. And just keep that in mind today is all I'd say. So I didn't want to do a video today, but with it being a holiday and all, but this is something important that we need to get out. A lot of you are suffering right now. Of course, I'm talking about being in an unhappy lease purchase. So you guys know I've said this in previous videos. I believe that most lease purchases are bad. There are exceptions. There are a few good ones, and I try to highlight those when I can. There, got some light on. Anyway, but the problem is that oftentimes when you get in a lease purchase, you're under the thumb of the company that you work with. It's funny. And it goes both ways here. I want you guys to keep this in mind. You're there, and when something breaks, they're like, well, it's your truck. You need to take care of it. And then when you want to do something that's outside their perimeters, it's like, well, we don't allow you to do that with our truck. So it's like, which is it? Is it my truck or is it your truck? And there's a whole healthy debate that could be had there. Like I said, I get their side of it, and I also see the other side of it. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about what kind of truck I got, which if you look at my background, I'm sure most of you can tell what kind of truck it is. But if you don't, we're going to cover that. But more importantly than that, I'm going to tell you how you can get your own truck and go to work at any company you want to work at, or continue working at the company you're at. And that's what's most important. Now, when you go to get your first truck, and I've been doing lease purchases since 2001, and you guys know I bought that truck for cash a few months ago, and they still consider me, man, I can't talk today, a first-time truck buyer. And when you're a first-time truck buyer, I'm just going to be honest with you, the banks rip your head off financially, and they really take advantage of you. I talked to several places that wanted 30 to 40% down, and I saw interest rates as high as 30%. And while in this video, I'm not going to give the details of mine, I am going to tell you that well, I'll give you some of the details because it varies. They have 3 different levels for this program based on your situation. But I am going to start off by showing you what kind of truck I got, and then I'm going to, at the end of the video, tell you how you can get a truck like mine. So before I do that, give me a thumbs up, share this video on your social media platforms, and leave me a comment down below. I realize that there are better deals out there financially, but as a first-time truck buyer, you may struggle to find those deals. And also, you know, you have to keep in mind that when I do deals like this, I'm trying to find something that works for the most amount of people. Now, as soon as I put this video out, somebody's going to try to find a better deal than what I've found, and that's great. That helps us all when you do. But just know that my intent here was to find something that I feel like is a much better option than a lease purchase. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the truck, and then we'll come back and talk about how you can get a similar deal and things like that. Here we go.
And this is why I do this, why I'm out here, why I keep that hammer down, flying by these road signs with home on my mind, with these wheels turning round, for my family and for my kids, for this life I wanna live.
So here it is, folks. 2020 Kenworth T680. That's a Kenworth T680. It's got the diamond VIT interior, I believe is what they call it. It's got the fog lights, which that is an option on trucks, but I think every truck should have them. It's got around 500,000 miles on it. We'll talk about that some more. I did get a 2-year, 250,000 mile warranty. It's also got that side box there for like snow chains and stuff. That's something I've always wanted, never had before. You might notice I'm giving it away early. It does have an APU. Tires appear to be in good condition. It doesn't have the automatic fifth wheel release like I had before. And those are, I do like those. I wish it did have it. Not a deal breaker. Back tires on the driver's side also looking really good. Lots of tread on them. For those that didn't know, I am in Dubuque, Iowa. And at the conclusion of this video, I'll give you information how you can contact them and get a deal similar to mine. And credit's not going to hold you up like it would at a lot of places. It does have the Tri-Pack Evolution Thermo King APU on it. It does also have, and boy, I hope I can show you, the disc brakes up under there. It does have disc brakes, so I was excited about that too. I didn't think I'd like disc brakes, but I do. There's the airbags. Let you see that. Let me back off a little so that you guys can see the passenger side. It does have the doors on both sides of the sleeper, which is really nice. And I'm not going to show the engine tonight or today because I've already got the hood closed. It does have the pack car motor. I wasn't super excited about that, but it's okay because the thing about a pack car is when you idle it, it's real hard on a pack car to idle. And with that APU, I can minimize my idling, and so that's it's not a concern like it normally might be. Another thing, you guys know, because you've watched enough of these videos, I hate, absolutely hate these bricks down here on the front. However, this one has where it, and I guess it's actually up in the windshield, the deal that reads the stop signs. And if you're not sure what, or the speed limit signs, if you're not sure what your speed is, where you're at, you can look on there and it will tell you the last speed limit sign that it saw. So that's handy. There's some of the diamond interior, the padding, it's real nice. The wood inserts. These seats spin, or the passenger seat spins around and has the desk in the back, and I'll show you that in a minute. It also has heated and cooled seats, and there's the controls for that. Just really nice leather interior. Of course, with a truck that's used, you are going to have some things. Let me get in here and I'll show you. It's not going to be perfect. It's not a brand new truck. But for example, somebody had some tape in here. You can see some of that. I'm going to try to clean that off. But those are just cosmetic. That's not something that's a deal breaker by any stretch of the means. Let me get in here and shut the door. Some more of that wood trim up there, some more of the wood trim. I'm not going to go into too much detail about a T680's interior because we kind of all know what a T680 interior looks like. I just wanted to show you like the accents. And man, I probably should have had the lights on here. Here's that desk that spins around. So if you spin this front chair around, then you can spin this desk around like this. and you've got a workstation. You'll probably see me shooting a lot of videos there. There's a brand new mattress, and then let me move this so I can show you. Now I can't find the switch. Some more of that diamond trim around the inside. Brand new mattress. I need to let it out because you're supposed to let them kind of sit out for a while before you lay on them or anything, because they need to, I guess inflate's not the right word, but something. Here's the closet with the bar up there. Kenworth always puts a mirror in there. I think that's really handy, and a little pocket down there. Of course, you've got a refrigerator, and then you've got a little drawer down there, and 2 more drawers down there. Also, both of the seat backs have a pocket. That's really nice. I put a lot of paperwork and stuff like that. And so yeah, that's the truck. It does have wall plug-ins, and pretty excited. Runs great, drives great, and I'm really excited. So that's just a quick tour. I'm gonna load my stuff in here. I've got a long drive back to Texas, but I'm sure we'll do more videos about it, talking about it, things like that. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. There's some mystery buttons in here that I don't have a clue what they do. Let me show you one of them in case one of y'all knows. Down here, I know what this is. This is for a parked regen, but we don't know what this button is. And it may be something that used to be on the truck that's not on there no more. I didn't know what it was. The dealership didn't know what it was. But maybe some of you guys do, and y'all can clue me in. But anyway, that's it for this video. I'm going to stop recording the inside of the truck, and I'll come back with some final thoughts. Hang with me. Alrighty, we're back. So, anytime you talk about leasing or buying a truck, SFI's name always comes up. And Lone Mountain's name always comes up. I can tell you, in Lone Mountain's case, they want you to have your LLC and financials for 90 days. Since I had just got my LLC, Lone Mountain was not an option for me. So, what did I do? I went with a place, a truck dealership in Iowa that had basically all of the major brands of trucks. They have a program for people with, less than perfect credit for around $5,000 down plus taxes. Being in Texas, mine was, I think, $57.28 down payment. Now, I always get nervous talking about down payment because, there's more to it. You're still going to have to pay your $22.90, depending on if you're going to run a company's tags or get your own tags like I am. Then you might have the expenses for your state of getting your own plates, things like that. But as far as the dealership concerned, you're looking at $5,000 plus whatever the taxes and registration fees are. I'm going to put a number down here and right there, and I'll leave it up for the remainder of this video. You guys can call him. His name's Avery. Tell him you've been watching Trucker Todd, and he'll get you the details for your specific situation and help you find the truck you want. Now, I want you to keep another thing in mind too. I got a friend that's buying a truck from Arrow right now that his truck had 676,000 miles on it. Mine had 500,000 on it, 507, I think. And so, because of the truck shortage where new trucks weren't being built for a while, because of the pandemic, companies kept trucks a lot longer than they normally would. In days of yore, days of the past, around 350,000, a lot of companies would trade trucks in. Because of the things I just mentioned, trucking companies held trucks a lot longer, and they're just now trading them in. So expect a little bit higher mileage. Expect trucks when you're looking, whether you look with my recommendation or another company, expect that, you know, the mileage is going to be 500,000 probably, maybe 550. Be a little more open-minded to that. I was looking at a couple other dealerships with the same thing. Now, if you need something with even less money down, now keep in mind the mileage is going to go higher. You may be talking 750, 800,000 miles, but I do know places where you can get trucks for as low as $2,000 down, if you're okay with that mileage. I think I got a lot better deal because I got a 2-year, 250,000 mile warranty. Again, that'll vary what kind of warranties you can get based on the truck you select. Another reason to call Avery and see what he's got available and what he can do for you. But if you're stuck, you got to get out of where you're at, you got $2,000, shoot me an email at todd@truckertodd.net, and I'll try to pair you up with somebody that can help you get a truck or something like that. And so that's what I would say about that. Payments are going to be anywhere from $650 to I think $750 a week is what he said. Again, ask him about that as well, and he'll sure help you out. He's a great guy. I got to spend quite a bit of time with him when I was picking up the truck on Friday, and we had a lot of really productive conversations. Also, for you guys that are needing trailers, they also have trailer options. I didn't know that when I got the truck, but now that I do know that, that's something I'm going to discuss with him in the future. At that date and time, I wasn't able to get all the details. I know they have like 2 different programs for trailers, but that's definitely something you could talk to him about as well. And so I guess that's all I want to say for now. I want you guys to give him a call, see what he can do for you. And like I said, if he can help you, email me back and I'll try to find you another option. But I think right now, you know, in lease purchases right now, in the beginning, let's back up a little. In the beginning, when lease purchases started, you got a little bit nicer truck than a company driver. You could control your home time and you could turn down loads. That was the big draw back in the day to lease purchases. Little by little, that's changed. Now, oftentimes, you get the same truck that the company drivers do with very little modifications. They might do something little, give you leather seats or something. But for the most part, it's just, you know, it's just a company truck that maybe they turned it up 5 miles an hour or something like that. And now they're still doing restrictive things. You've got to have our camera. And some of them are even bold enough to say it. We want a camera in our truck. And I'm like, well, if it's your truck, why am I paying for it? And so anyway, my phone's trying to overheat. I'm going to have to wrap this video up. But what I want to tell you is that when you have your own truck from a dealership, from an outside source, you've got options. If your company starts pulling baloney, companies are lining up to hire owner-operators. And as recently as last week, the spot market rates have started coming back up slightly. They're nowhere near where we'd all like them to be, but they are improving. And I think that's a reason for optimism in the economy. Tomorrow night, we're going to have Trucker CFO on. I've got his hat on now. And we're going to talk about the economy and things like that. And I hope you'll join us for that. And but for now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. You guys have a great Memorial Day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.